guys, welcome to the screen vlog. Hopefully you can see me okay. So it is Wednesday night. I didn't realize I hadn't started the vlog until like this morning. So yeah, welcome to the vlog a few days late. I honestly don't have much to talk about. I have a ton of reading to talk about because I finished the book already. And I'm like 18 pages into another one. So we'll talk about that in a second. Let's talk about work and school. Work and school are pretty much going to be normal this week. I work 5 days a week, and then the other 2 days I have school all day. So Mondays and Wednesdays are my school days. I had all three of my classes on Monday. I actually had none today. Both of my classes I have on Wednesday were canceled. I can't speak words apparently. So that was interesting. I spent the entire morning on campus with my best friend, and then I did some shopping, which I'll talk about in a second. So that happened, and then again I worked the other 5 days. I worked 7 to 4 on Sunday, and then Monday again had off because of school. Or yesterday, I cannot think today apparently. Yesterday, Tuesday, I worked 2 to 6. Today I had again class, and I also worked 6 to close. I literally just got home like an hour ago. And then tomorrow I have the day off. Friday I work 2 to close, and then Saturday I work 1 to close. Why is my camera crooked? There we go. So that is that. Let's talk about the books that I bought today, because I bought more books than I probably should have. Oops. So I bought 4 books, and I was trying to go on a book buying ban this month because I haven't even filmed my summer book haul, and there's already like almost 40 books in it. So oopsie. But 3 of those were books I picked up at a thrift store. I'll talk about those first. So this thrift store is called Savers. It's in Potsdam, New Hampshire, which is about 20 minutes away from my town, and they are a superstore, thrift store where you can buy everything, and they have really good deals on books, and they also donate a lot of their proceeds to the Epilepsy Foundation, which is very near and dear to my heart. If you guys do not know, I am epileptic myself. I am very open about it here on this channel, so this is something that's very near and dear to my heart, and I want to support that cause in any way I can. So I actually donate, when I do film on haul, I donate a lot of my books to that place so they can, help support the foundation. So that is that. So I picked up 3 books from there, and they were also having a 50% off sale on books, movies, and CDs, so it's like, why not? So the first book I picked up from there was Rose Madder by Stephen King, and this is a horror novel, and I literally know nothing about it. I love Stephen King. As most of you guys know, he is an author that quickly became a favorite of mine last year. After I read Mr. Mercedes and a lot of his other books, I loved it. So I have slowly been collecting his work since then, and I again don't know much about it. I know it's horror, and that's about it. So I picked this one up. I've heard great things about the book and the movie, so hopefully I will enjoy it. And then another one I picked up, which something I never planned on picking up ever. I just never had an interest in it, but I saw it for such a good deal at the thrift store. I was like, fine, I'll get it, and that is Fallen Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. Now this is a classic booktube favorite. Everybody and their mother was reading this when booktube first got started, and since then I really have heard nothing about it. I know the series is now complete. I think the 6th book came out last year, 6 or 7. So yeah, I heard a little bit of what do you call it, a revamp, I guess you could say, last year when the final book was released. But this is YA fantasy, and it's being compared to a YA version of Game of Thrones. I've never read the Game of Thrones books. I have watched a season and a half of the TV show, and I do plan on continuing on with the TV show. So that is that. Hopefully I will enjoy this. If it is very similar to Game of Thrones, I will definitely check out the Game of Thrones books. We'll see what happens with this one first. And then finally, from the thrift store, I picked up The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. So I've never watched the Lord of the Rings movies. I've never read the books. I didn't have an interest in reading or watching them until recently. And The Hobbit is, I guess, the prequel story. Correct me if I'm wrong. And this also has 3 movie adaptations. So I saw this. This is a Barnes and Noble cover, but I saw it for $4.99 at the thrift store, and I love it. And this is really short. I didn't expect it to be this short. It's like maybe 300 pages at most. So I think I could definitely fly through this in one sitting. I think it's middle grade as well. So I think I'm going to read this during middle grade March next year if I decide to participate in it. But I will be reading it this at some point, and then eventually reading The Lord of the Rings. So those are the books I picked up at the thrift store. And then I also went to Walmart. I didn't intend on buying any books when I was there, but I knew I was going to get this at some point. I just didn't know when. And it was on sale, and I know it just came out yesterday, but I couldn't help myself. So I picked up the illustrated version of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling, illustrated by Jim Kay. This book is chunky. It weighs a good 10 pounds, maybe more. It is so heavy. So this is obviously the 4th book in the Harry Potter series that has come out in illustrated form, and this is my second favorite book in the series after Half-Blood Prince. So it is a big book, and they're just going to get bigger from here on out. And again, this was originally like $47, and I got it for $33. So somewhat of a discount. And I love the illustrations. I've already started looking through them. Let me see if I can find one for you guys. Let's see. There we go. So this is the scene with Mad-Eye Moody and the three unforgivable curses. So that is that. Oh my gosh. So beautiful, so heavy, but I'm really glad to have it in my Harry Potter collection. So that is my book haul for you guys. Let me fix my camera so I'm not crooked. There we go. Now let's talk about reading. I have finished a book already this week, and that was Red, White, and Royal Blue by Kirsten Kristen. I finished that last night, and I gave it 2 stars. I started it during the Contemporary-a-thon, and I thought it was fine at first, and then it just went downhill from there for me. I don't read adult romance hardly ever. I have read maybe 2 since I started my booktube channel. That was The Kiss Quotient and Red, White, and Royal Blue. The Kiss Quotient is my favorite book of 2019 so far, and then this one is going to be probably my worst books of 2019. And I'm so sad to say that. It just was not for me. It is really great with the representation. There is bisexual representation, there is gay representation, Mexican American representation. That was great to see. I can't speak on any of that, but I've heard really great things about the rep. So that it is an adult romance between the first son of the United States and the Prince of England, if you guys do not know. And it's cute. The romance is really cute, and I really like the characters. I just hated the writing style. I could not get into the writing style at all. And I explained this more in last week, so I'll go ahead and look that on the screen. And well, my issues with it. And then another big thing that came in later onto the story that I did not like with all the pop culture references. There was so many. Now, I don't normally mind this in novels if it's thrown here and there, but I don't want it every other page like this book had. There was references to Star Wars, Harry Potter, BTS. It was like, what's popular in the world right now? Oh, those 3 things. So, now I am a Star Wars fan, and I'm also a Harry Potter fan, as you guys probably know. I am not a BTS fan. I have nothing against them. It's just not for me. So, I just didn't understand half of those references from BTS. I did get the Star Wars and Harry Potter ones, like I mentioned. But, yeah, not for me. I gave it 2 stars, and I can definitely see the appeal to it. I think it is a really great book that people will enjoy if you read a lot of adult romance. I don't read contemporary. I don't like it. I have read maybe, again, 2 adult romances in my entire life, and both of those I read this year. Just not for me, so I give it 2 stars. And I'm really disappointed. I really wanted to like it, but nope, just not for me. Anyways, moving on to a happier note. I am now reading Tuesday Mooney Talks to Ghosts by Kate Ricula. Now, this is an art copy. This is already out in stores. It came out yesterday, October 8th. So, yeah, again, it's already in stores. This is an adult thriller. It is taking place in my hometown of Boston, and it is following this character who she's kind of a loner, and she is sent on this epic treasure hunt throughout the entire city, inspired by Edgar Allan Poe, by this millionaire. And yeah, puzzles and treasure hunts. I love that element, and I haven't read about it in a thriller before, so that definitely sounds interesting. Anyways, that is what I'm currently reading. I am 18 pages into it, so hopefully I can finish this in the next couple days and send my review to HMH, which thank you to HMH for sending me a copy, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Okay, so that is everything for this long intro, you guys. Why is my camera so crooked? Anyways, I'm going to leave you guys here for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and upload today's video, and I will see you guys in the morning. Hey guys, happy Thursday. It is about noon. Actually, I lied. It's almost 1 o'clock right now. I hope to God you guys can hear me okay, because I am sick. I knew this was going to happen in the past few weeks. I kind of hinted at that I wasn't feeling well. But yeah, it finally hit. I have a cold or the flu. I'm not sure. So thank God I have the day off from work. There has been a flu bug that's been going around my town for a couple of months now, and I get sick very, very easily. And that has been the case ever since I started my job last March. And since I do work at a grocery store, if you guys do not know, I'm surrounded by people all day, and most of them have been sick, so I have a feeling I was going to get sick at some point in time. So, yeah. Finally hit last night. I was feeling fine the entire day yesterday until about 11 o'clock, and then my nose started running, and I got the sore throat. But I really hope this bug is like a 24-hour thing. I won't have it all weekend because I'm working doubles basically the entire weekend. So, yeah, that's the deal with that. I haven't done any reading in the past 24 hours because I spent all night last night trying to edit a video and get it up. I did get the editing done. Now, this is my wrap up for September. It was supposed to go up last Wednesday. I've been having problems with my editing software for the past couple of weeks. I have Adobe Premiere Pro, and I really enjoy it as an editing software. I think it's just not good with my laptop since I don't have access to my desktop right now because we're redoing my room and it's on my desk. I don't have access to it, so I have to use my laptop for editing and playing video games and all that. I just don't think it's cut out for a laptop. So once I'm done with my room, which should be in the next couple of weeks, I will be taking it off of my laptop and putting it on my desktop to make it easier for myself, and I won't have these problems anymore. Anyways, I don't have anything planned for the rest of the day. I'm literally going to be laying in bed all day because I feel like shit. Thank God, again, I don't have to work, so I don't have to worry about that. My parents and brother are out of the house. My brother's at college, but he's going to be coming home for a little bit because he's got a doctor's appointment and then he's going back to school tonight. So I have the house to myself basically the entire day. And I really hope I can film my SPOOK-A-THON TBR at some point, even though I'm sick. Anyways, that is going to be it for this update right now, you guys. I will see you hopefully later on in the day with an update.
Hi guys, happy Sunday. So I know it's been a few days since I last checked in. I don't really have anything to talk about, that's the thing. I haven't been doing any reading because I've been sick. The only reading getting done has been at work on my breaks, or if I've had time when I'm not like watching videos on YouTube or playing video games. I will be doing some reading, but I'm like exactly 80 pages into Tuesday Mooney Talks to Ghosts, which I'm really enjoying. Again, just haven't had time to read it. So that's that. I am feeling a lot better than I was on Thursday. Still a little bit sick, but we're getting better slowly but surely. And then, yeah, that's about it. My plan for the rest of the day today is I do have work today at 4. It's currently about 11 o'clock in the morning. So I have a lot of time before I have to go to work. And then before that, I think I'm going to edit and upload a video, considering I'm very behind on my videos. I'm going to get my October TBR up finally. My editing software is now cooperating with me, so that's great. And then I think I'm going to film my SPOOK-A-THON TBR today as well. So that is that. Other than that, yeah, just going to go to work and we'll go from there. I did get a few books in the mail, so I'll show you guys those. I have one book that was sent to me, and the other books I bought myself. The first one of those is The Only Child by Me ASAP, which I'm probably butchering. I am so sorry. This is an arc that was sent to me by Harper, and it comes out in February. This one, I saw my friend Sarah over at Sarah's and it's recently haul. I cannot speak words today. And it sounds right up my alley. This is an adult psychological thriller, maybe horror, about it's taking place in Korea. It's being translated from Korean to English, and it follows our main character who is a criminal psychologist, and she receives a phone call from this serial killer, like a very infamous serial killer in Korea, asking to be interviewed, and that sounds really interesting. And then also that same day, her husband's 11-year-old daughter from the previous marriage shows up on their doorstep after her grandparents, who she was living with, die. And, like, spooky things start happening. So, yeah, that sounds really interesting. I love serial killer stuff. That is something that's always been interesting to me. So I think I'm going to be really enjoying this when I do pick it up. I think I'm going to put this on my SPOOK-A-THON TBR because I really want to pick it up, like, right now. So, yeah, this comes out in February if you guys are interested. And then the other two books I bought myself, the first one of those is Rebel by Marie Lu. This is the fourth and final book in the Legend series, which is my favorite dystopian series of all time. This is a series that I read when I first started my booktube channel. I have a full review up of the first 2 books. I will go ahead and link it on screen. Champion, the last book, is the only book that's ever made me cry. I'm not even joking with you guys. And it was a trilogy for the longest time, and then this was announced last year, and I was like, yes, sign me up. So this is taking place 10 years after the events of Champion, and it's following our same characters, June, Day, and Day's brother. And there's something that might divide what's happening with June and Day, the 2 main characters of the original series, and that's all I'm going to say because it will spoil the entire first 3 books. But yeah, I love the series so much. It's so underrated. I feel like nobody talks about this. And I also got this from Good Choice Reading, which you guys know I've ordered quite a few books from. I will go ahead and link their website down below. But basically, it's a website where you can get signed and personalized books if you're not able to go to, like, book signings. And I have ordered, I don't know, quite a few books from them now. And so this one is signed by Marie. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. It says to Jackie Marie Lu, which I love. I'm so excited to have this. So I have that, and I cannot wait to read this. I do need to reread the first 3 books, though, because it's been almost 4 years since I read them. So, yeah, that's that. And the other book that I got in the mail is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. So this is a hardcover copy. Yes, I do have a paperback. The reason I had this is because the publisher was doing a incentive where you could get the matching dust jackets to Wayward Son, and I prefer my books to be in hardcover anyways, and I just love these illustrated covers much better, and I am also one of those people who wants my books to match, so I went ahead and got this copy. I think I will read it in paperback first, and then unhaul that if I enjoy it, and keep this copy. But yeah, I love these covers. They're so cute. Basically, this is a YA fantasy. It is a spin-off to Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, which I read a couple of years ago. I really enjoyed it. It's not for everybody, but I personally connected with it a lot. I don't think you need to read Fangirl to read this. And it's basically Harry Potter fanfiction in a different universe, following our main character Simon Snow, who is at a magical boarding school, and his roommate Baz, who is a vampire. And there is a romance between these two characters, and that's literally all I know. That's all I need to know. Again, it does sound like gay Harry Potter, which I feel like I'm going to really enjoy. So, yeah, I definitely cannot wait to pick this up. I think I'm going to put it on my maybe December TBR. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Anyways, that is going to be it for this update. I'm going to go ahead and edit my October TBR, get that up, and I will see you guys later. Hi guys, happy Thursday. It's been a hot second since I last checked in. Let's see if I can do my camera display. Wouldn't that be great? Okay. So I think the last time I checked in was on Sunday. I am still a little bit sick, if you guys can tell. It's turned more into allergies now than the flu or whatever I had last week, which is good, but I still feel like crap. So I haven't done much reading at all. School and work have been pretty busy, especially with work, because we've had a lot of staffing changes this week. We had a new head cashier come in, so my boss, who was the previous head cashier, got transferred to a different store. So we had a new one come in starting on Monday. So we're just adjusting to that. I was taking a lot of double shifts, so yeah. That happened Sunday through Tuesday. Then yesterday I was actually supposed to work, but I ended up giving my shift away because I had a very important meeting 45 minutes away that I could not miss for reasons that have to do with dieting. I started the Weight Watchers diet. I talked about this in my goals video. For the past couple years, I want to lose weight. It's been a goal of mine, and I'm finally starting like this big step towards doing that. So that's great. I won't go into too much detail here for you guys who don't care. Maybe I'll talk more about it on my other channel. I'm not sure, but I will keep you guys posted if you are interested in that. But yes, I started that just over a week ago. I started last Tuesday, and my first weigh-in was yesterday. So that went really well, and then I went out with my cousin, who actually was going to the meeting with me. We went back to her house, back up here, and I ended up watching Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire last night. That was kind of like a last minute decision, but that was fun. So we watched that, and then I came home and went to bed. And then today I literally just sat in bed and watched Netflix the entire day. That was my day, guys. That's basically everything that's happened. I haven't done hardly any reading. I just haven't had the chance to, because I've been so busy with work and with school. So hopefully I'm going to finish updating you guys, and I think I'm going to watch the rest of the YouTube video I'm watching right now and then read, because it's like 10 o'clock at night. I don't go to bed closer to midnight, so yeah. Okay, so I'm going to leave you guys here for the night. I am going to head, like I said, watch a video, and then I'm going to go read, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright guys, so it is now Saturday, and I decided just to include my OWLCRATE unboxing in this vlog just because I know this week is going to be extremely busy for me, and I will not have time to do a full unboxing video, so I'll include it in this vlog. So this month's theme is Dawn of a New World, and I know there is 2 books in this. They're both science fiction, so I'm very excited. So let's dive right in and see what is inside. So first thing we see in here is our monthly spoiler card. So here is a look at what that looks like. Again, it has everything that's inside the box on the back, so I won't be looking at it right now, but I will be referring to it as the unboxing goes on. So here it is. Next we have a book tin that was designed by Stella Bookish Art and is inspired by the Illuminati files. They included something similar to this in a box last year that was inspired by the Cruel Prince that I really like. I still have it in my room, so I definitely will be using this one. So here is what the front of it looks like. It says, "Until the last star in the galaxy dies, you have me." And then I think there's stuff on the inside as well, so let me open that up. There we go. And then you have a little spot to put like bookmarks or something. And And on the back, again, it has a quote just like that. Next, we have a beautiful necklace that was inspired by the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. I love crescent moons, and I think this is absolutely stunning. Definitely different than anything they've included in the box, which I love. So definitely will be wearing this. And this is designed by Iron Ink Designs. Next we have a sticker that says everything's science fiction until someone makes it science fact. And that was inspired by Warcross by Marie Lu, which I love that book. And this was designed by Bianca Montiel. So beautiful sticker. Next we have some magnetic bookmarks inspired by Saga, the graphic novel series by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples, which is my favorite graphic novel series of all time. I love that series, and these were designed by Crafted Van, and oh my gosh, how cute are these. I love magnetic bookmarks, and we have our main characters on them, and here is the back. Oh my gosh, if you guys haven't read Saga yet, please do so. It is a great beginner graphic novel series if you just want to get into graphic novels. So I really love these. The first of the 2 monthly books this month. This first one is I Hope You Get This Message by Farah Naz Rishi. I hope I said that author's name correctly. But this one is one I've seen going around on BookTube since its release. I believe this is YA contemporary with a speculative element, and I will go ahead and show you guys the synopsis. And here's the synopsis if you guys want to pause the video and read it for yourselves. But yeah, I definitely am going to be checking this one off. This is an OWLCRATE exclusive cover. I love the green. I think the original cover had like a pinkish tone to it, so definitely kind of spooky, and I really like it. And the second of the 2 books is Crier's War by Nina Varela. And this is another one I've seen going around on BookTube. Again, this is an OWLCRATE exclusive cover. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it on camera, but it has a really pretty teal color to it with some silver and gold decorative elements as well. So really pretty. Here is the synopsis if you guys want to pause the video and read that. But yeah, really, really pretty. I am, again, don't know a ton about this, but definitely will be reading it in the future. Also, I forgot to show this, but both books are signed by the author, as well as come with some note letters from the author. And second to last, we have our monthly enamel pins. So we actually included 2 enamel pins this month because there are 2 books. So the top one is inspired by Crier's War, and the bottom one is inspired by I Hope You Get This Message, and these were designed by the Enchanted Bookshop. Really, really cute. And lastly, we have our theme for next month, which is Through the Enchanted Forest. And on the back, we have a sneak peek, which will include a reading planner from Blue Star Press, which they included the past couple of years, which I really enjoyed. I haven't used mine because I have been using my bullet journal, but I definitely think I will be using this next year. So that will be included in next month's box. Alright, so yeah, that is this month's OWLCRATE box. If you guys would like to get an OWLCRATE subscription for yourself, the link is down below.